allegedly.
Oh. Well, I find that interesting.
Plus all these photos of Edelman with the long hair. I don't know, man. Like, the beard is one thing, but, man.
Yeah, bro. He's got an interesting style. And he wore a mock turtleneck, which, I'm sorry. I can't get down with a mock turtleneck. That's just gross to me.
All right, speaking of not getting down, we will actually get down in our next segment of 20 Questions with Claire as we wrap up the Claire-Vs-Carlson Show. But we're going to hit the first break. This is the last episode of the Claire-Vs-Carlson Show ever.
Don't cry.
BRB. The Purple for the Win podcast is your one-stop shop for the team you hate that you love. That's right, dedicated to the pain and pleasure that is the Minnesota Vikings. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube for our weekly and bi-weekly mediocrity. And, of course, there's always purpleftw.com. Because, you know, aside from nipple clamps and chains and whips, cheering for the Purple People Eaters is probably the most pleasurable pain you can experience on this planet. So come on in for the mediocre analysis and the more mediocre humor. PurpleFTW.com. That's right, PurpleFTW.com.
Straight cash, homie.
And we are back for the second to last segment of the last ever Claire-Vs-Carlson Show. Claire and I were just talking off air about how she tweets inappropriate things at 18-year-old boys.
No, we were talking about Kyler Murray. Oh, my
Kyla.
Kyler.
You wicked hat. My name's
Yeah.
Claire.
And I didn't say anything to him. I've never knowingly tweeted at an 18-year-old boy ever.
So National Sign Day just happened, and that's such a weird situation where you're basically legally allowed to stalk 18-year-old boys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Kind of gross.
How did A&M do in recruiting?
I think they did fairly well. I don't know. I
Well,
haven't been
every
able to pay
school
as much.
Every school does well. Oh, we got the best recruiting class ever. If these guys pan out, going to the playoff.
Yeah, well, apparently, I forget, they got like 6 4-star recruits and the Big 12 got 1. That's really all that I know about anything. I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention.
All right, speaking of paying attention, you are going to have to pay attention to me as we have a fun little segment for our second to last ever. So we got 20 questions for you, Claire, since you're going to be leaving the airwaves. I'll be around because I'm very amorphous and like the sound of my voice, and I'm on like 17 different shows now. So this is all about you. This is all about your exit interview, as it were.
Exit interview? Oh, I'm nervous. Okay.
All right, so question 1. Who do you think you are? Actually, no, that's not the question. Claire, what have you learned about yourself during this show?
I take myself very seriously, and I don't like that about me. I really wish I could chill with that.
What do you mean? What do you mean take yourself seriously?
When I am the target of a joke or something, I tend to take it personal when I could just laugh about it.
Wait,
but no,
is that
I choose to get
is
serious.
that why I got so much blowback on the joke I told you before the show about you being a prostitute for a quarter?
No, that wasn't very funny. Really?
Oh, come on.
It just wasn't. It wasn't funny. You can tell it on the air if you want to and let the people decide. I'm not that self-conscious.
All right. So the joke, real quick. So Claire and her significant other need a lot of money, right? And so Claire's like, I got this solved. And she brings out a little trunk full of $125,000 and 25 cents. And he's like, honey, where'd you get all this money? And she's like, I've been prostituting myself. And he said, which one gave you the quarter? And she says, they all did. How is that not a good joke?
It's just not that funny to me. I don't
from,
know.
I think it's from the roast of Roseanne, maybe.
Oh. I just don't find it very humorous. I mean, you're a good joke teller. Don't get me wrong. I find your joke telling to be quite hilarious typically. I just don't find that one very hilarious. Sorry.
Question number 2. What have you learned about me during the show? Andy Carlson. Claire.
That you are a very easygoing guy, and often I have worried, oh my God, this is going to piss Andy off. Mm-hmm. And you never get pissed off. It's pretty fantastic. You're a pretty cool dude.
Duh. That should be pretty obvious.
I didn't even realize how cool, okay? That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because you were the one who came to me to start this whole shindig. Mm-hmm. And now this is...
your deal?
This has always been our deal. But I feel like I've grown. I've sort of come out of my shell because I was this very shy, little off to the side, staring at my sneakers kid. I was afraid to ask the pretty girl to dance.
Well, you apparently well outgrown that. You definitely, your personality is way larger than I think you ever thought it would be.
I'm actually a very shy person, Claire. I don't know if you know that.
We'll give you a camera, man, and then things go crazy.
Very introverted and very non-verbose and non-braggadocious.
Well, I'm very impressed with how you've come out of your shell.
Boom. 3, what has been the favorite moment of yours of the show?
Oh, my goodness. That's hard because I wasn't prepared. Oh, God, I wish. Lord have mercy. That's really difficult, though, Andy, because you're putting me on the spot, and I haven't had a chance to rack my brain to think about which is the best.
All right, how about we'll roll that to the bottom, and we'll ask you all these other off the top of your questions. Because I didn't want to give you the questions beforehand, because that would give you time to PR scrub and prep. And no, we want off the top, honest answers, and if you're lying, I'll be able to tell. So number 4. If you could do it all over again, what's one thing you would change about the show?
I would have started it last year when I had all that free time. So could have been like even better, and we could have done 2 whole hours and had tons of topics and ideas. That's what I would have changed.
Although I feel like very minimally prepared Claire is fun Claire, because everything is off the top of your head.
Oh, well then maybe it's better this way. Maybe my answers aren't good enough, Andy.
No, but see, if you over-prepare too much, you'd be like, well, did you know that Marshawn Lynch is 17.9 yards per carry when it's plus applying for his PFF grade?
No, that's not me. I would not.
Then you're pushing up your glasses up your nose, and it's got the tape in the middle because you broke them. You know what I mean? That's the nerd look, right?
I do have new glasses, and they look really cute.
The only PP you have is pocket protector. All right, fine. Next up, number 6. Tell me a deep, dark secret about yourself. I think we might have lost Claire. Oh, no. And I'm not editing this one. I'm leaving this one in. So I'm just going to talk to myself as we try and get Claire back on the Skype. So the thing that I really love about Claire is that she is funny. She is educated. She is sassy. She's sassy like, what's that one really spicy barbecue sauce? I forget. Anyways, she's like that. Like spicy and sassy and sweet. And I'm pretty sure she's viscousy like barbecue sauce is. Although, I'm more of the vinegar-based barbecue sauce guy. So more like Carolina-ish. But because Kansas City sauce it's a little bit thicker, a little bit more tomato-based, a little bit sweeter. And the thing is, I love Texas brisket and Kansas City ribs and Carolina barbecue sauce. So if I just want to combine all 3 of those. Oh, also Memphis ribs are really good too. They make me decide. Although Claire is still underwater. Oh, we lost her officially.
Hey, what happened there?
I lost you, except I'm not editing this at all because I went on a great diatribe about what kind of barbecue I love.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a great diatribe.
And I was comparing you to barbecue sauce because you're sassy and spicy.
Ooh, I like that. Am I the vinegary kind?
Vinegary, yes. So you are Carolina-style barbecue sauce.
That's good kind.
There you go. All right, so back on the questions. And I like riffing. I like a little filler. I like the sound of my voice. So, obviously.
I like the sound of your voice, too.
Number 6. Tell me your deepest, darkest secret that you've never told anybody.
Deepest, darkest secret that I never told anybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Gosh, Andy, you're asking hard questions. Let's see. I don't know. I'm having such a hard time with this.
Have you murdered someone in your past?
Never. I wanted to.
Have you? All right, so who's someone that you wanted to kill? You don't have to name names. Just how about description of the person and why you wanted to kill them?
I wanted to kill this girl in high school once because I was on a hit list on a slam book because I was, quote unquote, a snob, but a goofy snob.
Well, all right, so hold on.
I wanted to kill her.
What is a hit list on a slam book?
A slam book is where you just talk crap about people in a book. You and your friends.
Is that... I think that might be a little generational thing, Claire.
No, I
have no idea what you're talking about.
Slam books are real.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
they're real.
We should start an online website called Slam Book, and people can sign up there and just talk crap about their friends. Actually, that's just Facebook.
Pretty much, yeah.
But you were on a hit list? All right, but it wasn't like you were going to be killed hit list sort of thing.
That was the point of it.
Oh.
Well, you have to understand, I mean, back whenever school shootings were like a brand new thing, I think one of the very first school shootings happened at my high school. So it was like a very real
my God.
sort of concern.
Oh, holy hell. This just got real deep.
I know. So this one girl at my high school shot a boy because he wouldn't go to the prom with her.
What?
Yes, shot him. I remember the boy's name. He sat behind me in Algebra 2. And the girl was a couple of years younger. She was in drama and yada yada, and she was apparently very dramatic.
She was in drama, you don't say?
She was a freshman. He was a junior.
Mm-hmm.
And she got, like, juvenile, and then when she was 18, it was basically she was an adult then, and nothing could be done about it anymore.
That's messed up.
Totally messed up. So, that's...
This took a very dark turn. It's not really a secret, but it's okay. We'll check out of that. 7, a little bit happier. We'll audible. Cougar, Linda. 7, do we still get to be friends after this?
Oh, my God. I think word for word, I told you yesterday, we will always be friends, comma, doofus face.
Wait, now, were we friends beforehand is what I want to...
Well, I don't know when we started talking on the Twitter, but there was a point where you invited me on your show, and I feel like we kind of hit it off. There was a little bit of,
sexual tension.
Chemistry.
Sorry.
I was going to say, but not sexual tension. Because you are very openly married, and I don't do that.
No. To clarify, you said I'm very openly married, as in I'm free to talk about it, and not as in my marriage is open. It's not an open marriage.
That's correct. That was not the intent of my...
Semantics, Goulet. Actually, I'm going to look this up now as I'm asking you these various questions, but I want to look at the first tweet or first Twitter interaction. So to keep this ball rolling, 8. This is from Nick, and you can have some time to think about this. What is your favorite song from the 90s, aughts, and the 10s? Oh, yeah.
Oh, from the 90s. Gosh, I really want to open up my music app. Can I not do that? Is that against the law?
No, do it.
Okay. Oh, my gosh. Ooh, from the 90s, probably Fade Into You by Mazzy Star. That song is, like, hauntingly gorgeous. You know that song, right?
I know Mazzy or Maisie Star. I don't